This time I have a Sony SLHF360. It's got a playback problem, and I think I know what the problem is. Picture off this Super Beta machine doesn't look that good. Look at this, all this looks like dropouts. But it does this on all the tapes on playback. I wonder what the problem could be. This is an SLHF360, which is a Super Beta machine. And this one can playback Beta 1S as well, which is, because of the late model, it can play back the S version of Super Beta version of Beta 1, unlike a lot of the other ones, which were would not play back Beta 1 but not play Super Beta 1. So this one has that additional feature, but the picture quality is not looking very good. Now, I had one of these before, and the only reason why this one's apart right now is because I just used this for the demo of that ThermoMaster camera, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this one might have a similar problem to the last one, and that's in the capstan motor. If you remember the last one that I saw, it had the 3 caps that were bad on the capstan motor. So that's the first place I'm going to look on this, is I'm going to pull the bottom off of it, and we're going to look at the capstan motor and see whether that is where the fault is. Because just from the look of the picture, it looks very much like the last one. So I'm going to go there first. I'm going to check that first before anything else. Okay, so I got my ThermoMaster P3 camera with the improved USB port, which allows you to plug it into your phone even when you've got a case on it. It'll launch the app automatically. I can turn on the camera. See, this is how they're supposed to work. Other ones in the past haven't been as user-friendly as this. Let's take a look here. Do we see anything getting hot on here? So this is a capstan motor down here. Anything looking unusual? Anything looking hot? Doesn't look that way. Let's look at this one here. I see the chip, but I don't see anything that's looking abnormal. I see some, where's this heat? I'm seeing, oh, power supply is hot. Power supply is very hot over here. 33 Celsius, but I don't see anything down here in the servo circuits. These are parts that are better identified with an ESR meter. So let's check the ESR. I bet you the ESR is bad on all 3 of these caps. Oh yeah. Yeah. Open completely. Open completely. Yeah, all 3 of these are open. Let's change them out. I bet that'll fix this one. Yep. I bet that'll fix it. Let's just change them. Get my soldering iron heated up here. And we'll... I can't even tell which the polarity is on here because it looks like the markings on them have gone off, unless it's on the side. Just remove a couple caps here and see whether I can remove one. Normally I cut them out, but I don't know what value is, so I think the value might be printed on the side of it, so I don't want to cut them. I'm just going to heat them up here and see if I can get it out of there. There's one. They're probably the same. Yeah, they got the value is printed on the side of it. These are 47 microfarad at 16 volts, all 3 of them. I gotta be really careful around the motor here, as I explained before. If you touch this with soldering iron, the heat from it will destroy the magnetic encoding that's on the edge of the motor here and will make the motor useless. So I'm just going to cut these other ones out. And we'll replace all 3 and see if that solves the picture problem on this one, because I say it's looking pretty glitchy. Wonder who made these caps. Guess I'll find out and I'll look at the one that I didn't cut. See if they're Elna or Panasonic or whoever made them. I mean, all the companies making these had their issues. I'll prep the pads for the new caps. The old ones came off real easy. It looks like they've been leaking too. I have 3 new caps here. 2 of them are 25 volt and the other's a 16. It doesn't matter. They'll work fine. And we're going to throw these 3 in place of these that were defective, and hopefully that's going to solve the issue with the picture, because it was looking pretty bad. And maybe there's something else wrong with it, but I bet you this is all it is. Since I've got room to put leaded caps in here, I would never put SM caps in a circuit like this where there's lots of room. It doesn't make any sense. They put surface mounted caps in here at the factory because they're probably cheaper, and it's probably automation worked better with surface mounted parts than through hole on a device like this. And tack down the negative terminal. There we go. And then the positive terminal over here. Bend the parts away from anything that they may touch, like the rotor and the bottom. Well, I won't touch the bottom because of the clearance we have here, but let's power the unit up and we'll test it and see if it improved the picture. And I bet it did. I bet you this fixed the problem on this machine. There's more than one problem. One, it's got cigarette smoke damage, but the display looks like crap. You gotta clean this because you can't even see the this, what happened there. Okay, now what's wrong? Now it's not accepting the tape. Okay, what's wrong with it now? It's not accepting the tape. Why not? What is going on with this? Now I got a second fault. What is wrong? Okay, now I got to figure this one out. What is going on with the front loader? It was working, and now it's not. What is it sticking on? It's something's not right. We'll try loading this thing without a tape. I forget even how this thing works. This is the latch here. That should go down. That's weird. It doesn't seem like this, like it just, it got stuck there, but now it works. That was weird. Let's play this thing back here and see whether I get a picture. Oh, yes. Yes, this has fixed it. So you remember the picture before? That's all it was. That's 2 of them that I've had with the same model with the same fault. 3 capacitors. Here's the Beta 3 tape. The Sony Super Beta training seminar. Just throw the tracking control over to one side and back to center. A few dropouts on the tape, but that's to be expected considering how old the tape is. It's got a button on here for for color levels 1, 2, and 3. So that you can adjust the color on playback. I'll try beta 2 tape and beta 2 scenery as well. I gotta be careful with these scenery tapes because the company that put them up, Lounge V, decided after having them up forever in the public domain that they were going to exercise copyrights. I gotta be really careful when I play these because even though they're just scenery of waterfalls and stuff, the company wants to exercise their copyright on them, so I can't show them for more than a few seconds. It's looking a lot better. I can show you this one. This is my original tape when I was down in Las Vegas that I shot with the Beta movie. This was shot on a GCS1. That was the first CCD, the professional Beta movie with the CCD pickup, and it had the electronic viewfinder. You've seen the camera. I've serviced it. The infrared cut filter on the chip went bad, like it does on all those old CCDs. I had to take it out and clean off the. It got like a it was a mold or something on the surface of it. The dichroic filter that they use for the infrared, or the UV. No, it was infrared cut. Went bad. It fogged up. Took the whole lens apart to clear that up. Although I would never use the camera, I just did it because I could. But yeah, it's playing good. It's a good thing I actually digitized this tape when I did. I digitized this tape probably 15 years ago to DVD, and I used that for the source footage for the video that's up on the channel, because as you can see, the tape is now deteriorated to the point where we're seeing dropouts like crazy. But it looks pretty good. All these old casinos that had those magnificent neon signs are all gone now. That was one of the reasons I went down to Vegas when I did. I didn't go down there to gamble. I don't think I even set foot in a casino. I went down there to walk the strip and take pictures of it. And that's probably the last place on earth I'd want to go and visit now. The last time I drove down there was, I think it was 2017, maybe? I think it was 2017. That was the last time. Never again. Nothing down there for me. Just crowds and very expensive hotel rooms. We do have casinos here, so if I wanted to lose my money, I could do it at home without having to go to a resort to do it. But yeah, this is working good. If you've got one of these Sony betas, like this is the SLHF360, but there will be other ones in this era, and you got a bad picture. I mean, you saw it before, it had a really bad picture. That has made the difference between a machine that was unusable and a machine that is now usable again. I'm going to try to fix the display on this while I'm at it. The display is really, really dim, but I think it's probably, I think this came from a smoker's place because it looks to be all covered in smoke on the inside. So I'm going to pull the front off of it and clean the display, clean the inside of the lens, and see if that makes it a little bit brighter. Pop off the front. Geez, what's going on outside? There's been a helicopter flying around for a while. There it goes by again. Must be the military guys looking for people sneaking across the border. The Black Hawk that's been flying around. Gotta stop that fentanyl from crossing the border, right? According to Trump, you know, Canada is where all the fentanyl comes from. I think he's got his numbers wrong. It's the other way. Comes up here from the States. Look at how dirty that thing is. This is just from smoking. All right, that's a little bit. Here it comes over again. What the hell? Oh, that looks like an air ambulance. Okay, wonder where they're going. Looking for a place to land? Can we see the display now? That's the thing. Will the display show nice? Yes, the display shows nice. Counter. Can actually read it now. Okay, I'm going to throw this unit back together. We'll run some more tests on it. I think it's good. Okay, bottom's on it. I'm going to do my final test. Play my Beta 1 tape. Okay, I guess I can show this for like 5 seconds, but picture's looking good, much better than before. Thanks for watching.